Norm, kind of a lot's been talked about the last few weeks since the guys have been coming back. You guys have been adding pieces about how much time you guys have to gel and kind of get in that rhythm. Did it feel like you guys had that enough time going into tonight when the offense was bogging down?
I thought we were fine. I think we generated a lot of good looks throughout the course of the game. There's some wide open ones, down the stretch. I think it's more so communication on defense and me being more aggressive in the small ball lineup when I'm catching the ball in the middle of the floor. I gotta make the defense make a decision. I think that's like the bigger thing about that. Chemistry and stuff is fine. We got guys into their spots where they wanted them. I think that's fine. It's just a few miscommunications on defense allowed them to get a couple wide open threes that really gave them the momentum. Fourth.
So you mentioned you wanted yourself to be more aggressive, but was it anything that Minnesota was doing, or is it a matter of you kind of trying to find your rhythm within this group, or is it just one of those things?
Just wasn't anything Minnesota was doing. I looked at some of the clips, and just when we do the small ball pick and rolls with me and PG, and I'm in the middle of the floor, I just gotta be more decisive, attack the paint, make those guys commit to rotation, and then make a play out of that. That's the biggest thing. Is being more aggressive. 9 shots for a guy that they look to generate offense, and things not enough. So it's got to be more aggressive in my reads and making plays out of it.
Norm, when you look at just the way the game flow was, do you feel like that was a factor in terms of not being able to really kind of get into a flow of things, especially offensively?
For like the team or myself?
Both, especially for yourself, being that you're coming into this environment and it's like, there's a lot of starts, a lot of stops. Minnesota's doing a lot of fouling in the first half, so that means that there's a lot of time at the free throw line, a lot of time where y'all are just kind of free throw on these possessions. Yeah,
it's kind of part of the game. You got to just go with the flow of how things are being called, how things are going. I'm not going to talk too much about the foul calls. Don't want to get fined, but you just try to adjust throughout the course how the refs are calling it, what's going on. I just try to read the game and see how it can be effective. And I think that's one of the biggest things for me is just being more aggressive attacking. That's what they need me to do. I think that's the biggest takeaway for me individually, and just team-wise, just defense being more tied together, communicating in the different coverages, especially because we're switching a lot of the on-ball actions. And so I think that's the biggest thing going forward.
This playing game did it feel like a playoff game? And is it weird now to have to put it away already and then go into what will be?
It definitely felt like a playoff atmosphere. The fans did a great job all game, rooting them on whenever the momentum was in our favor. They didn't stop all night. And those guys kept playing, young team, aggressive. They kind of unconscious, and no matter what's going on, shots going in, shots not going in, they play the same way for the full 48. So that's credit to them. They kept fighting, they kept clawing, scratching, being physical. But it's not weird. It's postseason basketball. We got another chance on Friday. So just regroup, learn from this, see how each one of us can get better and what we have to do on the floor and come back out. And it's win or go home. So we got to leave it all out there.